Next up are the Jacksonville Jaguars and the final game of the preseason on Sunday at 1 o'clock. And in the immediate aftermath of that game, the axe will start to fall.
Shit! I've been cut already?
Some will see their dreams become reality, and some will be crushed, forced to endure and overcome even more stress and adversity if they want to keep their dream and ambitions alive. With just a week left, here are some early thoughts on the roster as the final 53 starts taking real shape. Let's start with the offense. The QBs are easy. All three make the roster. Nothing else to see here, folks. For the running back room, I think they keep just three: Achane, Wright, and Gordon, with Aaron Shamklin going to the practice squad. If he was a free agent this late in the cycle, he should clear waivers. In the stacked wide receiver room, I see them keeping 6 and maybe even 7. I think Taj Washington makes it over Theo Wease Jr. if they don't keep 7. But they could squeeze in one extra spot if they only keep 3 running backs. Wease has a great connection with Ewers, but Taj knows the offense and where to be for Tua. But I'd rather have the connection with QB1 more than QB2 or QB3. The 5 locks in my eyes at this point are Hill, Waddle, Nick Westbrook, Ikine, Malik Washington, and D. Eskridge. On the O-line, my locks are Patrick Paul, Jonah Savianaya, James Daniels, Austin Jackson, and Aaron Brewer, with Borum, Brunskill, and Andrew Meyer fending off guys like Keon Smith and the collection of rookies, other young unproven players, and vets who have been grinding their way through camp. The one caveat is Liam Eichenberg. If he's off PUP by then, he'll grab either Borum or Brunskill's spot. So there's 8 more roster spots filled. For the tight ends, I go with Waller, who is expendable, thanks to his minimal non-guaranteed contract serving as an out if he fizzles before he even starts. Then it's Pharaoh Brown for his proven blocking, and Julian Hill, who will be on shaky ground when NFL rosters shake out. Alec Ingold at fullback will round out the room. I'll risk the waiver claims on Connor and/or Rucci and offer a practice squad spot. So that's 4 more spots. Here are my takes on the defense and special teams rooms. There will be some hard cuts in one of our most stacked rooms, edge players. The locks are obvious: Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb, and Chop Robinson, and the newly signed Matthew Judon. Past that, it is a dogfight between Quentin Bell, Derek McClendon, Mohamed Kamara, and Cameron Good, in that order for me. I have to admit, the Judon signing took me by surprise, but considering the front office and coaching staff may still have PTSD from 2023, when they had to sign rushers off the couch the week before a playoff game to be starters, and the fact that it looks like our pass rush is going to be relied upon to cover some warts in our DB room. So I get going extra deep with guys they have a lot of live-fire game film on. But there's only room for 5. So leave it all on the field Sunday, fellas. Next up, the 5 spots up for grabs in the interior D-line room. The locks are easy for me: Zach Sealer, Kenneth Grant, Jordan Phillips, Benito Jones, and Zeke Biggers. And if our rookies pan out the way I expect, this may largely be the lineup for at least the next 4 years. Phillips and Grant are already massively powerful men, and they are each barely 21 years old. Imagine that. I'm excited about the prospect. Stilley, Huntley, and Butler are on the outside looking in. Now for the most jumbled room on the roster, the cornerbacks, of which I see them keeping 6. My locks are Storm Duck, Ethan Bonner, if the hamstring injury doesn't sideline him past the season start, Jack Jones, Jason Marshall Jr., and Mike Hilton. The last spot will be a battle between Isaiah Johnson, Kendall Sheffield, Ethan Robinson, BJ Adams, Cornell Armstrong, and Cam Smith. That's the pecking order as I see it right now. After roster shakeout, a new acquisition could push them all off the list. In the safety room, I see them keeping 4. The locks are Minka Fitzpatrick, Ifeatu Melifonwu, Dante Trader Jr., and Elijah Campbell. I like McMorris and Saunders too, but not more than the other guys, so hopefully we can keep them on the practice squad. Ashton Davis can also leapfrog onto the 53 once he clears IR. Last but not least, the specialist. Of course, Jason Sanders and Joe Cordona are locks. And if you would have asked me 2 weeks ago about our punters, I would have given Ryan Stonehouse the nod for some booming kicks. Especially since Jake Bailey had me gun-shy with his boom or bust wild inconsistency in his tenure so far. But I've got to say, this competition seems to have lit a huge fire under Bailey, and he's been sending some beauties. So on that front, I say, let the games continue for another week, and may the best man win. So the way I have it here, that's 52 Dolphins and one spot to swing where we need it, unless Matthew Judon now occupies that spot. My hope is the wide receiver room gets the bump because I don't think Weeze makes it through waivers. But there's one more game for someone else to make their case. But the best news? The season is almost here. On a personal note, I could really use some more subscribers to keep this show rolling, so hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. It would be much appreciated. Until next time, fins up!